Today on Exploring Scotland's History, we're visiting Corrimony and Clava, Cairns, and also having a quick stop to look at the Culloden Viaduct. Welcome to Exploring Scotland's History. This is a view from basically the top of the chambered cairn, and as I pan here you can see the original capstone, still obviously not in place, but there are incisions and cup and ring marks. This is a surprisingly well preserved chambered cairn, though it would have stood a whole lot taller than what it is today. And there is the chamber. I might crawl in. It's freezing though. I'm not making that decision yet. "11 stones encircle the burial chambers." We're in. We're in. It's a very, very low entrance, but you can really see the workmanship that made this dome structure stand by itself without mortar all those years ago. Thankfully, we're slightly more sheltered from the wind here, but this cairn was presumed to have been built around 4,000 years ago. In 1952, archaeologists found the stain of a body within the cairn, and with the trace elements that were left, they found it to be a high status woman. There were no grave goods found, but a bone pin was found. While we are here, further down the road is Money Stone. I will tell you the story about it. It's a very random standing stone just inside a farm. Traditional tales will tell you that it is the burial marker of Moni, who was the son of one of the Danish kings. Moni is really more of a character from legend really than historic fact. He is said to have been separated from his ship away down at the Crinan Canal in Argyll, and he fled the whole length of the Great Glen with his sister and some of his men. He made a stand at Glen Urquhart, but was heavily defeated and had to keep running. Moni and his sister escaped and came to here, Corrimony. He unfortunately was caught, captured and killed, hence his standing stone. His sister was spared, and traditional tales will say that she integrated in Corrimony and stayed here. Other traditional tales will say that he lived up towards Corrimony Falls, for those who fancy a bit of a trek. There is a cave away up there in his name, Moni's Cave. On reading the Historic Scotland notice board, it is suggested that Moni was buried within this cairn. Now clearly there was only remains of a lady in the cairn, so I don't know. We're now walking down towards the Culloden Viaduct, also known as the Clava Viaduct and the ℭ𝔬𝔯𝔯𝔦𝔪𝔬𝔫𝔶 Viaduct. At 549 metres long, it is the longest masonry built bridge in Scotland. It stands 40 metres high and is very Victorian in appearance with its beautiful 29 arches. It was commissioned in 1891 by the Highland Railway. It caused the odd person to end up declaring bankruptcy. It would eventually be finished in 1898 and had grown from a single track to a double track in that time. The completion price was £70,000, which was a staggering £9.8 million in today's money. It's beautiful. I'm not sure about whether it was worth the money. On to the Clava Cairns. We're now at Clava, and as you can see, it's a much bigger, grander affair, but this one is still the same sort of shape as Corrimony, except you can get in currently without needing to go on your hands and knees. There are 3 cairns here at ℭ𝔬𝔯𝔯𝔦𝔪𝔬𝔫𝔶. The middle one is slightly different than the other 2. The 3 cairns are part of a 7 cairn linear structure that go up the whole side of the Nairn Valley. Fun fact, Inverness has 45 cairns all told. They, like Corrimony, also have the ring of standing stones around their circumference. The last one we're going to walk down to, unfortunately, was disturbed by roadworks, so one of its stones is actually across the road. What makes these a little bit more unique is the massive ring of curb stones that hold the smaller stones in place. I would imagine quite a feat of engineering in its day. This middle cairn, like I say, is different. It's a ring cairn without a passage, like the Corrimony one and the two here as well. This one has rather impressive inner curves and Culloden ring marks. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe and leave a comment. It really helps the channel grow. You can catch me on my other social media, Facebook and Instagram of the same name, Exploring Scotland's History. I would like to thank everyone who donates and supports the channel through the Ko-fi page. The links to social media and Ko-fi are below. Until next time, thank you for watching.